Mate Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh defends claims that President Akufo-Addo has outperformed Dr. Kwame Nkrumah despite public backlash. Also coming up, Speaker directs Clerk of Parliament to ferry report of special committee set up to investigate the IGP leaked tape to President Akufo-Addo for action following its adoption. And later, West Africa Examination Council dispels claims of leaked social studies paper in the ongoing basic education certificate examination.
This is when some unscrupulous persons would use their phones to take snapshots and post same on social media. And so we don't consider that leakage.
We've got details of all these stories coming up shortly, but first, let's remind you of our affiliate stations across the country. Many thanks to you for choosing Star News. I am Nurein Abass. We begin the bulletin this morning. Running mate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, has defended his assertion that no Ghanaian president has been as successful as President Akufo-Addo. His praise of President Akufo-Addo during his unveiling stirred controversy, with parts of the political community demanding a retraction and apology for comparing the current president with Ghana's first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Despite the backlash and widespread disapproval of his claim, Napo stands by his statement, asserting it as the truth. He defended his comment during a courtesy visit to Tetrete Okiamo Sechim II, Omanhene of Wassa Amenfi traditional area in Wassa Akropong in the Western region.
Politicians,
You had the running mate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, defending his comments during his unveiling in Kumasi that the President Akufo-Addo has outperformed Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Meanwhile, 4 persons have been cleared to contest the governing NPP's primaries in the Mensah South constituency scheduled for Sunday, July 14th this year. The committee responsible for organizing the primaries has also warned executives of the party in the constituency not to campaign for any of the aspirants. There's more in the following report.
After the close of nomination on 9th July 2024, 6 party members picked nomination forms, but only 5 filed. Evans Nimakon, Director of Elections for the New Patriotic Party, spoke to GH1 News.
At the close of nomination, 6 people pick up their forms. Upon return, only 4 of them brought. We engaged them, and the committee has recommended that all of them be made to participate in Sunday's constituency delegate conference. That will elect for us the new parliamentary candidate for Mensah South constituency. We've balloted as well.
Executives of the party in the constituency have been banned from campaigning for any of the aspirants as a means of ensuring unity even after the primaries.
We are looking at a situation where executives, coordinators, and party executives will abstain from following candidates. We want a situation whereby we are not going to divide ourselves. The process is not going to cause a division in the constituency.
One of the aspirants, Nana Owusu Efriye Prempeh, who spoke to GH1 TV, expressed confidence that the delegates will reward his loyalty to the party. He also stressed that his interest to contest has nothing to do with his family background.
Come Sunday, the delegates will make that determination. I think, yes, I mean, there are rumors, people are just a bit of unease and all that. But if it was a family thing, I don't think I'll be contesting or coming to you. I'll stay in my family home. Elders in my family will make that determination. But it's a family in terms of MPP family. And I'm a true royal of the MPP family. That is why I'm putting myself up for this contest. So I don't think there's any issue with that. The delegates will make that determination.
This is still the Starr Breakfast News. Now, the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Badmin, has directed the Clerk of Parliament to present a copy of the report of the Special Ad Hoc Committee set up to investigate the leaked tape of a plot by senior police officers to remove Dampare as IGP to the President for action he deems necessary. This follows the adoption of the committee's report by Parliament. The committee's report, which was not signed by its chairman Samuel Atachia, revealed that the three senior police officers, COP Alex George Mensah, Superintendent George Asari, and Superintendent Emmanuel Eric Jedi, misconducted themselves, a major offense under police regulations, and must be sanctioned in accordance with the police disciplinary procedure. The report was stood down last week for further consultation after the chairman raised serious reservations with the content, arguing a key witness was ignored. During the debate after the report returned to the plenary following an engagement between the Speaker and members of the committee, the Ibuaka South MP Samuel Atachia urged the House to reject the report, arguing its conclusion was illogical.
You have concluded the debate. I now put the question. Those in favor of the adoption of the report of the Special Committee of Inquiry, say aye. Those against, say no. Honorable members, the ayes have it. The report is accordingly adopted. I can only direct that the clerk to Parliament should make available a copy of this report, which has just been adopted by the House, to His Excellency the President as Chairman of the Police Council for any further action they deem necessary.
You heard the Speaker of Parliament, Albert Sumana Kingsford Badmin. Now, the West African Examination Council has dispelled claims that the BEC's Social Studies Section B paper leaked yesterday. Starr News uncovered leakage of the questions just before commencement of the examination. However, speaking to Starr News, Director of Public Affairs at the West African Examination Council, John Kapi, dismissed the report. He further urged candidates to desist from malpractices.
We have seen since Monday at 9:04, between 9:04 and 9:15, people post these things on social media. Now, this is a period after which the papers have been opened and the candidates are actually actively sitting in the examination hall and writing their papers. This is when some unscrupulous persons would use their phones to take snapshots and post same on social media. And so we don't consider that leakage. The paper you see is a composite one. Paper 2, paper 1 is one single booklet. So this is given to the candidates, and when it's time for a changeover, all they are told is to flip the page and then continue with the test. Now, the reason is because we want to try and contain the exam within a certain time frame. So if the best are with the candidates and anybody goes there and coaches them or is able to convince them and take a snapshot, we cannot refer to that as leakage. Well, what I can say, I wouldn't know what I am to get with, but maybe, just maybe, somebody can call it foreknowledge because it was not yet time for that paper to be taken, although it was out there in the hands of the candidates.
You heard Director of Public Affairs at the West African Examination Council, John Kapi. Now, he also disclosed that 11 more teachers and invigilators have been arrested and processed for court for allegedly engaging in exam malpractices. In more news this morning, economist and associate professor at the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Patrick Asumin, has warned that electoral influence expenditure by government could derail the country's inflation slowdown. The Statistical Service yesterday revealed the country's overall inflation declined marginally from 23.1% in May to 22.8% in June. But although the government has set an end-year upper bound inflation target of 17%, Professor Asumin says possible electoral-related expenditure could derail the country's target. He spoke to Starr News.
23% is still quite close to the end year number, but you get a sense that getting closer to the election, there will probably be a lot of more monetary easement, which is likely to affect the inflation outlook. We've been in the IMF program, we've been under the debt exchange, we've seen the debt restructure. Now that it's over, you get the sense that there will be a few more additional spending, especially on the construction side. And we know election activities always generate additional spending. So as long as we are not producing enough and we haven't seen any evidence that we are actually ramping up our domestic production, as long as we are not producing enough, that election-related spending is likely to keep inflation from going towards the medium-term target that we want. So yes, there will be some inflation that will result from the additional election-related.
You heard economist and associate professor at the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Patrick Asumin. And that brings us to the end of the breakfast news. When you log on to starfm.com.gh, you'll find more news updated there. I am Nurein Abass. Many thanks for your company.